We all get to braai on a public holiday, right?
Yes.
But nothing goes better with a good braai than a very good dessert.
Yes.
And today you've got, Chef Cohen has brought something called a charlotte. I've never in my life heard of a charlotte before. What's a charlotte?
So deprived for so long, but let's sort that out. A charlotte is basically any dessert that has got a cake or biscuit casing with a filling inside.
Okay.
So you could use Swiss roll as we're using today, or you could use boudoir biscuits if you like, or whatever. Line it inside a container, put a filling of some sort of cream or mousse or custard like we're going to do today.
Okay.
Let it set, turn it out, and you're going to serve it almost like a tart of sorts. It's actually really good.
Sounds good.
Very
okay.
tasty.
Let's see where we start with this.
So for today's ingredients, we're going to need the following.
Yep.
Milk that we've got warmed up here. We're going to reserve a little bit of milk to go with our custard powder later.
Yes.
We've got cherries, chocolate, a little bit of rose water essence just to give a nice little fragrant note,
Okay.
a little private touch. Minced meat from the mince pies, and then sugar, and then cream to serve it with, and cherries.
The rose water essence you've got here, right?
Yes.
Is it that which you made yourself, or
No.
How do you go about? Because I know some people just kind of let rose petals
Steep in a little bit of sugar water, or you just go to the shop and buy it.
Okay. The convenient method.
Yes,
Okay,
it's
cool.
a public holiday.
Right.
I don't want to reconcile with the rose petals all day.
All right, so let's get to making this.
So we have the heat on the milk's on the stove can heat up slightly. I'm going to grab our Heinz custard powder.
Lovely.
And we're going to do a slightly thicker than usual custard.
I do like homemade custard, though. It always just has that...
Nostalgia?
Yeah, exactly. And I remember Grandma making it with some malva pudding. Sunday lunches, oh, amazing. Okay.
But you want to like spread its horizons and its capabilities now, you know, give it a few different faces. So the malva pudding's good, some new things. So a little bit of sugar in here. I'm going to add in the rose syrup.
Okay.
Along with the milk that we reserved, and we're going to make this into a paste.
Okay. So this helps it to kind of mix easier into the milk once you get it in there. Otherwise, you get the lumps and clumps.
Well, that's what you're trying to avoid. We all work so hard to avoid the lumps, so this is how we ensure that. Okay. Grabbing hot milk.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to go straight with the mixture into the hot milk. Why do you do it that way around?
Because if you add into the hot milk into the mixture, you can stir it and you distribute the heat evenly. If you add it all into it, it hits the one point where it's hot and it starts cooking instantly and then starts lumping up.
You're quite the clever man there.
I didn't come up with the process, but it's tried and tested. And you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Now
True
you are
that.
in charge of this very important process.
Which is?
Stirring.
Okay. Continually stirring to make sure that
until
we
it thickens.
Get a nice... Oh, and it smells amazing.
Every time.
Yes, please.
Every time. It's a good product. So, in our bowl, we've got our cling wrap in, which is our insurance policy, as I like to call it.
For what?
So when we turn it out later, it's not going to stick to the bowl.
Oh.
So it's not going to be like that bald patches here and there. It's going to be...
Insurance policy.
It's my insurance policy. Okay, so and you want to fill up your Swiss roll into the bowl. I'm using a dome bowl, and you want to make sure you get like even coverage.
Yeah, and try to avoid having holes, right?
Yes.
Just if you tune in, we're making a lovely dessert. It's called a charlotte. Is it any specific charlotte? This is just
a festive charlotte.
A festive
so
charlotte.
So we're taking the cherries and the chocolate, almost like an Italian panna-forte type thing.
Okay.
It's Italian Christmas cake.
Yes.
And we're just using those sort of flavors to inspire it.
And if you'd like to get the recipe as well as the ingredients list sent to you, then SMS the keyword Pakco to 33728.
You got to keep stirring because the minute the roux custard, the minute you take your eyes off it, it thickens up. It's
Yes, you got to stir quite vigorously. Okay, it's thickening very quickly.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
As I told you, don't take your eyes off it for a second.
Look at that. As I speak, with every rotation, it just keeps thickening. Unbelievable.
And
wow.
Like I said, slightly thicker because you want it to retain the shape. Okay.
Okay.
So
cool.
let's pretend like the custard's cool. You're gonna add in your mincemeat, your cherries. It really smells like Christmas.
My word. And now the chocolate comes in, so that's going to melt in there as well.
Okay, stop.
Okay. Whoa. Bit of a workout.
The beautiful marble.
Oh, goodness. That's just so good.
And it goes in.
Wow. I can just imagine that cutting this charlotte open is going to be quite the experience for the eyes as much as it is.
You eat with your eyes first, because 9 times out of 10 you see what you're eating before you taste it. So it needs to look good to give a preview of it tasting good. So
now you stack it on top with the rest of whichever cake you decide to use.
Yes.
We today are using a Swiss roll.
Yes.
And by the way, SMS the keyword Pakco to 33728 and we'll send you the ingredients list as well as the recipe, and you can try this out at home. And I like when people send us pictures, so send us pictures of what your charlotte looks like.
I want to see those pictures when they come through, please.
Exactly. Okay, so you work it in?
Yep. Okay, and then you wrap it up in your tin foil, in your cling wrap.
Yeah.
And you put it into the fridge.
For how long?
For about 3 or 4 hours, just
3 or 4 hours?
Yeah, just so it gets it set on. Our plate, grabbing that, putting it on top, flipping it over.
Drum roll.
Drum roll, please. And this is my insurance policy kicking in.
Oh, look at that. Beautiful shape. That insurance policy worked out, sir. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done. Now,
Okay, and now I'm gonna grab a little bit of cream,
yes?
chuck the cream on top,
Oh, my word.
some cherries, and I put them all in the corner over here. Because what I'm gonna do is, actually gonna cut out a slice
Yes, you've got to see what it looks like.
to show what we're harboring inside.
Oh, wow.
You ready?
Yes, yes, yes. Wow!
How good is that?
Oh, my goodness, that's
How
beautiful.
many smacks of Christmas are you getting from that?
That is just beautiful. That is beautiful.
Is it not a thing of beauty?
And I can imagine that it tastes even better than it looks. Wow.
And what's
Chef-
nice about this recipe, is that it can be prepared ahead of time. So it's gonna be Christmas morning, it's gonna be frantic.
Yes.
Do it the day before. So at least Christmas morning, you and your Heinz custard are sorted.
Lovely.
Carry on with everything else.
And it was very quick as well. Thank you very much. Much
Anytime.
appreciated. Yes. So remember that keyword is Pakco that you SMS to 33728. And do take those pictures and share them with us on Facebook.
Add a touch of festive sweetness with Heinz custard and Trotter's jelly.